So, the Naruto poll, huh? So, shout out to the Naruto poll winner. For anyone that's under living on the rock, or you literally just don't know, it's okay to not know. But if you don't know, then there's a Naruto poll that's been up, and basically everyone's like picking a character that will get their own side story that's going to be done by Kishimoto, and I don't know when it's going to be done, but that's the only basis I know for, I guess, the contest. And everyone, like, you just pick a character out of all the characters, and whoever has the most votes, they win. So shout out to Minato and congratulations to Minato, but there's only one problem. I'm disappointed. I didn't want it to be Minato. Now wait, before you start foaming at the mouth and wanting to like chuck me into a fucking river with rocks tied with my fucking feet and shit. I'm disappointed because I wanted this. I sort of wanted this poll to be something that is sort of special for like any other character that didn't get as much shine in the show or in the manga and didn't really have much of their story to be told, more or less, right? And I just feel like there's a lot of characters on that list that, like, we know who they are. We know what's going on. We know the ins and outs of their character. We know their motivations. We know them as a little kid. We know them as an adult. We know them as a preteen. We know them in our Black Ops. We know them when they saw their family. We know them, like, we know them. Okay, we don't need any more story to be told with those characters at all, wherever the case may be. If they wanted to, I guess, like, appear in one of someone else's like side stories, that would have been cool. But I guess I'll just use this time to like bitch and whine about some other characters that could have been either good or decent options that we could have had for like a side story or a story that could be told with certain other characters. And of course, I'll be a little bit more biased than what I usually am, because there's some like characters that I really do like. So I guess I'll just use that time to talk about them. But also, I'll just go over like the whole list, I guess, as a whole, not as like the whole list as a whole, but I mean like there's certain special people that's on like the top 100 on the list that like that could have been like really good contenders or really good options. And if anything, I'll probably have the link in the description of the list and all the other stuff. Okay, so the first truckload of people that I would honestly like would love for them to like make a short story or short manga based upon would be almost all the Hokages, obviously excluding the ones that we know mostly everything about, like Naruto, Kakashi, Tsunade. We definitely don't need one for who else we don't need? Well, the first Hokage, but everyone else, like the second Hokage, the third Hokage, all the other the Susukages, like all the other Kages, for sure. I definitely wouldn't mind and love to see a story about them, because honestly, I feel like there's a lot of times in a story where like these people are called like legends, or they're called like legendary ninja and all this other stuff, or superior prodigies and all this other things and titles that they're given, but like we don't really see that much of it, or we see like a little bit glimpse of their past, or a little bit glimpse of what they can do now past their prime or something like that. But definitely like seeing the second Hokage like show like his hatred and how that like gets burned, and like go into more detail, or just seeing him how he made certain jutsu, or his maybe his thoughts on things, that'd be also pretty nice as well. Maybe the third Hokage, seeing I guess his training with all the three signing, as well as what he was thinking about like with Naruto, just like a lot of these people's inner thoughts as well. That would be also something I thought about, that I was hoping that Kishimoto would do, is also have a lot of the inner thoughts or inner monologues of like what are they thinking right now in this moment of time, like when he got revived, like is the short manga so we're gonna go through like their whole history like really fast, or like go into great detail with certain specific things, and maybe go like I guess to their end, or the end of their story. But again, I'm hoping I'm not asking for too much, but just a quick thought that I had, if he's actually like gonna do that type of way, or that's the route he's gonna go, or maybe just stick with a specific small little story that includes that character, or just in their past type of thing. And quick side note, sidebar, there's some characters on this list, like why are they even there? Like in the top I think it's, oh sorry, my fault, it's not even 100, it's 99, top 99. Like you have like Gamabuta, and then you have like the little ninja creatures, or you have like Akashi's little dog, or like the little pig that Shizune had, and all this other stuff. Like I know for a fact like it's not even gonna be like a serious story if they actually had if Kishimoto actually wrote it. It'd just be like some silly nonsense bullshit, and then it wouldn't like really amount to much. It'd just be like a story that's there. I don't know how it's even there, to be honest, and how like some of these things are even on this list at all. Now another big bulk that I would definitely not mind for them to talk about and go over would be the Jinchuriki. All the Jinchuriki I'm super obviously down with. Probably just not Naruto, but everyone else, Naruto and yeah, I guess not. Maybe I could see something be done with like Gaara or something like that, but just definitely just at least not Naruto. But everyone else, sure, why not, right? I would definitely want to dwell a little bit more deeper into like their stories and who they are as a person, or just gather a whole bunch of more of their thoughts and more of their like side stories that they've had, because they definitely, some of them have lived like a long or a decent or a fruitful life, or had some events go down with them that could be a very interesting story to tell, or at least at the very least make something up, like for like Han or Goku. I mean, well, Goku and fucking Yudakata and all these other characters. Like, it would be very fun just to see something happen with any of them, to be honest. And lastly, obviously Yagura, which I believe was Kage. I could be wrong, but or I might be just misremembering. But I think he was a Kage, at least. And was he assassinated or something like that? I think so. I think so. That's just me going off the base of my memory. I could be 100% wrong, which is okay. And since we're obviously talking about the Jinchurikis, it'll be a really nice place to go if we can also talk about the Tail Beast. I would also, again, love a lot of stories being told with the Tail Beast, from like obviously since they've been conceived all the way up until where that obviously right now in Boruto, or maybe I guess at the end of Naruto, when they just like I believe they'll just like scatter away and all this other stuff. That'll be also another amazing time to see. Then there's also Kurama, funny enough, which was said that Kishimoto wanted to specifically, he was rooting for Kurama. He wanted Kurama to really win, even though I believe he only got 22nd place. And one of my friends on the kid definitely had brought up that it would be cool like to see like how he started out, and maybe his hatred and how he is at the beginning and to what he was probably by the end, and see his thoughts and all the other things like that. That'll be really nice. Now I'll just talk about the few select characters that I would love to see as a small little mangaka again. Okay, so the few I'll start up with first is like I wouldn't mind seeing Hanzo, seeing like a bit more of his backstory, a bit more of what's going on with him, because I don't feel like we don't really get that much with him. We do obviously see some of the stuff like him dealing with the Sani and his death for pain and all the other stuff. I think we could definitely get a little bit more out of him, especially since he's like again one of those so-called legendary ninjas and stuff like that. But that's really it for me with Hanzo. But talking about the next one, Orochimaru, again, I would love to see a whole bunch of the nasty weird shit that he was like doing, experimentation stuff that he was doing. He had to be doing a lot of things, or like had a lot of hideouts, or a lot of plans back in the past that he was doing, and just seeing like his thought process and where he is now. And again, another one that also goes hand in hand, which would be Danzo. I would love to see how like bad it really gets with Danzo, and again all the disgusting stuff that Danzo definitely was doing behind the scenes, who he was manipulating inside the village to do what he wants, like all the bad secret Black Ops stuff, like everything, like literally just like Loki spilling off everything, like sort of like in a diary type of thing of all the stuff that Danzo has like personally done, and all the horrific things that he has done to this point. Now, one that I was actually super convinced on, which again, my boy Nick, he convinced me of Hidan. Definitely seeing like if it was actually like a real life like god that like gave him his powers. How does he have his powers? What is going on with fucking Hidan at all? Is he just immortal like forever? Is he gonna get his shit out by a deer? Is he gonna come back as shit man? And Naruto has to fucking Rasengan to the fucking moon, or Boruto has to Rasengan him to fucking the next dimension and fight Kaguya part 2. Like, I have no fucking clue. And then there's also Kisame. I'm definitely biased on my boy Kisame. I would love to see some more Kasame and just some of the missions that he was doing. Obviously, we do have the one where he did snap, and as well as where he did do a lot of the grimy shit that he was doing or he had to do for his village and all that other type of stuff. But that also would be just really nice to see a little bit more of Kisame before obviously he had went and passed. But we also have, I guess, on my list would be Zabuza and Haku. I would love to see some of the missions that they did back in the day before that. Obviously, they had got like before they fucking passed as well. Like some of the nasty or some of the more crazy or insane like assassinations or missions that they were put on together, or even separate. To be honest, even separate would be fine with me as well. Like what they were doing back in the day, that would also be really nice. And probably lastly for my list, like the very last character I probably would want would probably be Shikamaru. I definitely, again, that's another bias I have with Shikamaru. I really do love Shikamaru, and I think he's just like a wonderful character, and I feel like this could be like so much more to be told with his character, in the sense of some of the missions that he could be put on, or maybe showing some of his family life and what's really going on with him, and how he treated Asuma's death and his thought process through that. Even though we do get a lot of it, and we do get like the full picture of it, and it's really really nice. But I wouldn't mind some more fleshed out stuff with that. And actually, wait, no, there's one more thing. There's also the people in the Cloud Village with like Dowry and I forgot the other girl's name, but she was the more light-skinned chick that was on in the Cloud Village. I would not mind for like a Dowry story, because I always thought he was pretty cool, and I can definitely see him being on like some more or less crazy ass missions, as well as with that other light-skinned chick as well. Even I don't know her name, but again, it would be cool just to see more Cloud Village stuff as a whole. I always thought the Cloud Village was like really nice to have. It was always a really interesting, so like side village to Hidden Leaf Village is always there, and it was always appreciated. But more or less, that's really all I have to say at all. If you guys tell me what you guys would have wanted as a mangaka, like tell me what your guys' favorite thing would have been. Well, what you would have wanted, what you wanted in the story, in the comment section down below. But other than that, I'll see you guys later. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the guys in the next one. Peace.